welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. My computer decided to have a little fit when I was recording, so we are part of a way through our expedition, the one which we had mentioned before in the ruins. We are currently on this room. We have to clear out all the room battles. So, let us see. We are gonna start here. Dismiss needs straight shot. Goodness. Yeah, our Jester took like a lot of stress hits.
Be gone, fiend.
He is not super happy, but
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That should help him a little bit. Let's. Ooh, great. That's good. Ouch. Let's go with a blast.
Continue the onslaught.
Need to clear
Destroy them all.
Let's actually shield up so that they will try to attack
The way
him,
is lit.
but
The
he has
path
greater
is clear.
protection, and then
We require only the strength to follow it.
Get rid of the corpses, bring them closer. Let's heal a bit more. Knock them out. Just eliminate those. And now, even if he would try to attack, he can do pretty much nothing from the front row except a weak little jab. And stack.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Take those.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Locked, so we will use a key. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Oh, I meant to extinguish the light. Okay. We're gonna go back. Two of the curios we found here are books. Books are easy ways to make your guys a little crazier, so we're not doing that. I need to shift, control, click to extinguish.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery
better.
and boogeymen.
Ooh, rubies. Good. We'll relight our torches.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Unfortunately, this is our last skeleton. And now we get our first choice. Portraits are good. We'll replace it for the jade because jade is usually not great. Probably medicinal herbs next because there isn't too much that they are useful for. Also, we're going to just set up camp now.
A spark without kindling is a
Camping
goal
has a number
without
of
hope.
benefits. First of all, you get to eat, in which you can choose how much, restores health, reduces stress, really nice. And then you have an amount of time, and each of your people have various things that they can do to make it better. One of the ones you usually want to do is this one, to prevent nighttime ambush. Most classes have something like this, because it's not very fun. We don't really need to heal more, but I would like... He cannot help himself. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's give him a pep talk, reduce some of that stress. And let's also just make everyone reduce stress and also reduce stress that they might receive. And then we'll just rest. Also, they say all sorts of little things. Yeah.
In Radiance,
For longer-
may we find victory.
Longer and more challenging ones is more advisable to be smart. This. I believe you can possibly remove quirks at, or bad quirks at these. Are enemies bad? He locked in no cheat. He cannot really get rid of that. Oh frick, he's a kleptomaniac. That is like one of the worst things ever because he just starts stealing stuff from you. It's so annoying. Let's see if this is enough. No, it just gave him a buff, I think, maybe, or something. Oh, I think it reduces stress. I'm stupid. And there's the kleptomaniac. And he also got poisoned, or blighted off. He deserves that. Frickin' Reynold. Nothing in here, but we did get a scout off. Fortunately, there is a room battle up here, so we have to go through a battle. Ooh, nice dodge. Get some damage on.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I think that was that. That's a crit after all. Alrighty. Great shot and a miss. Gonna smite one of these fiends out of existence. Except he missed. Wow. That's a few. Hopefully we can take him out with a grape shot blast. Nope, low damage.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Ooh, that is not great.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Hopefully we can get off one heal for Reynold. Just buffs us all with some speed, accuracy, and such. Guess we might as well just, wow. Should have just done the main. No heal. Our
Remind
Jester
yourself
was
that overconfidence
almost
is
slow
a
and
slow and insidious killer.
Furio. Let's do it before Reynold decides to try to steal it.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
Journal
baubles,
entries. These are just
paid for in blood.
various story things. I mean, I'll see if I can take it because I believe then it won't. That journal page at least won't show up again. But gold is much more important. Ooh, we surprised them. Perfect. Let's give ourselves a little battle.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Yes, it is. Get in some hits. Ooh, a nice
Singular strike.
And we want to stun one of these because stress attacks.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted
Stress attacks are
and
very
purpose
annoying.
is made clear.
Much harder to take care of. Axe Blade can do a lot of damage. So, always glad when that. Ooh, nice.
The ground quakes.
Nice stuff. Alrighty. Light. It's one of the bad things of taking two people at bleed attacks here because it's mainly undone. Maybe not cool. Wow, nice dodging. It's great. And slice. Just show. Stab. And that's a
Seize this
decent
momentum.
haul. Do I
Push
want
on
to
to the
grab
task's end.
busts? I don't think I'm gonna use holy water, so I'm gonna get rid of that because heirlooms are very good. Oh, I was trapped. But we were lucky. I only took 3 keys because, well, usually you can either find some more keys or you aren't gonna find so many curios that require keys just to start. Okay, so there's a curio here, and then there's a room battle right before the end.
A fortune
busts. Good thing
waiting to be spent.
Just before we approach, pump up the light again. Ooh, spoders. The web can be sort of... Now these guys can bleed, if they aren't dodging, of course. Let's heal, because stunning these isn't so much as important because their health is so low. Death is the best form of crowd control. Let's just slice one of them.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Executed with impunity.
Gosh, I love the line for it. Slightly. It's one more point of damage. Another dodge. Got it. And let's heal up. Don't crit. Good. And no blight. Perfect.
Another one falls.
Do I want to...
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Let's have them eat some of the food, because I don't think we're going to need too many hunger checks. And combine the torches. Pump up
The light, the promise of safety.
And we'll grab that. We'll discard the journal page next, but we definitely need to have a shovel in case we find a blocked way. Some traps. Jesters are somewhat okay at dealing with traps, but Dismas is going to be best for this. So, onward we go. No room battles here. Disarm. Thing Reynald is not stealing stuff. Deeds. I want this more than busts, really, because that we need for our stagecoach. Yes, we will eat. We are not going to use torch because there's no fight here. We'll use it before the next room to hopefully get a scout off. Disarm another trap. Perfect. Get some better looting, hopefully. Nope, it's just a torch. Maybe a bit of gold.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Why is it not letting me? I did not.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
There. Well, that was exactly like the opposite way that I wanted to do it,
struck.
but okay.
A blazing star is
don't have much further
born.
to go. We're gonna check here just so we have minimal. Ooh, that's. Oh gosh. Oh wow. He did not suffer. That is a very easy way to suffer. That's because he is obsessed with killing. So of course he wanted to investigate the Iron Maiden. but that can also be a
Ambushed by foul invention.
upgrade. Wow, another food check? Yikes. Well, we have enough food for one more, so we're still good. That requires holy water to full, so it gives a buff. He's super on about that. Let's double this off. Let's go for great shot. He misses so many times. I know that it isn't like a amazing accuracy, but still. It's very sad. And another miss. Well, had a surprise round, but we only really got 2 things off. But at least the extra... Oh, it doesn't even affect dodge. It just is speed, accuracy, crit. So even with the accuracy, we're still having issues. Yeah, the grape shot is only a 75% chance. More stress. Zombies are gonna have to take a rest after this. Yeah. Getting high up. Let's try to finish up that courtier. Reynold can hopefully finish off the other with a... Actually, let's heal yourself. Reynold can hopefully finish off with a... Once he gets stunned, of course. But your guys are generally pretty good at avoiding the stuns.
Back to the pit.
Okay, let's... he has missed 3 attacks now. Let's just bring it closer so that others can help out. Oh, come on. Very close to a stress check, and we cannot stun.
Impressive.
Ooh, crit. A little more leeway. Let's... Let's finish off these corpses. Now well within reach. At least it's not a stress attack. And take out this guy. Hit. And let's heal. Good heal. And smite. Lots of gems. These are
Success
worth
so
less.
clearly in
I won't
view.
even trade them out.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Let's have a Vestal look at it. Yeah. Gives extra dodge and protection, which I'm mainly hoping for any stress attacks to avoid issues there. We have 4 torches, which is plenty at this point. And there's at least 1 more ring fight.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
As you can see, part of the game is... Part of the game is the inventory management. Keep more supplies or try to take more loot back. Slice him. Resisted the bleed. But will he resist it? He will have
The
1
blood quickens.
but now he won't. Let's just stun him. Don't give him another chance to act. Oh, but he resisted. Of course. Ideally, I would want the Jester to get the final blow to reduce some stress. That was a good dodge. And we will try. There we go. Let's go for a heal. And Dismiss and Reynold are great on
A
this
trifling
match.
victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Come on, no need to belittle us. Gosh. Another lock thing. Oh gosh. Ooh. Very glad for that. Right now, let's slice him because he can't bleed, except he resisted. Let's try to bleed them.
A decisive
Nice
pummeling.
Let's stun that acolyte. Don't want any stress going on to our person who is very unstable. In fact, I will not get another action. Bleed out. And let's just go for a smite. Take a good time this side. Yeah. I did not mean to do that. I was going to show, but as we learn more, we can see the various moves that they might have. For instance, stressful implementation and eldritch push, and definitely can help you know more on what they can do and what they will probably do in what positions. Or you can just know from playing the games before, which of course helps. Ironically, mainly because it's low rank, we've been relatively easily able to resist most of the status effects, but obviously as it gets higher, they will have more health, stronger resistances, stronger abilities. Always escalate. Nice shot, finally.
Slowly, gently.
That also brings you...
This is how a life is taken.
Like, for instance, this guy can only use Oral in the back two rows, and in the front two, I believe he then has to use a...
Precision and
bayonet.
power.
Yeah, we got a...
Be wary.
trinket.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Let's put it on the Vestal, because speed doesn't really matter, and... Oh, we're complete. Let's continue adventuring. We at least want to try that. And we also got a scout off. Okay. So what we're going to do is we extinguish a light for some searching.
And now,
we
the
get
darkness
rid of
holds dominion.
torches.
Black as death.
We have dismiss search. It's trapped. Of course it is. And then we just... Ooh, books. Not what I would have wanted. Trap, get rid of that. And that is just requires holy water. So nothing to be found, and that is that.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Yes. Got a good amount of gold. Tons of heirlooms, lots of crests, only a few deeds. I wanted more. And let's see what traits we got. And some of them leveled up, which is good. He does not like Farouk, so really hard to bring him there. But better healing skills, not really important for him. Well, that is definitely a thing. Believes is possessed by demons. Ah, this is the annoying one. Makes him do all sorts of weird things. And musical. Plus 25% stress reduction from musical things, like from the Jester. It's okay. Gosh.
She has paid dearly for her freedom.
Yes. The shield
deserves
breaker. I always
better
like this class.
than this place.
Very cool abilities. So yes, we'll take it.
Shifting, swaying. She mesmerizes her prey before the final strike.
Let's see. We are gonna... Because she's still decent. Let's put her to pray. And you can meditate. And those two then will hopefully be good. The only problem with these, they are fine with stress, they just are... Oh, that was why he was missing so much. I should have looked better. Very at odds with the fact that he is a ruins adventurer. before we conclude, let's see about grabbing some other things. Let's increase...
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Let's grab this, that's decent.
Barbaric rage and
Master.
unrelenting
I
savagery
do
make
not
for a
like that.
powerful ally.
The Demonomania is not great. Makes them do some really nutty things. And since he really isn't healing, that's perfectly fine. Also, the natural is not great later, but for now especially,
The raw
it is
strength of
very
youth may
much
be
fun.
spent, but his eyes hold the
Also, we
secrets
now
of
have the
100
guild
campaigns.
and the
Make no mistake, we will
The,
face
blacksmith
ever
upgrade.
greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
so we can basically train up their
The
skills and
bellows
weapons.
blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
As we level these up, we can give them better equipment according to their levels, and also we can, well, get them skills. We have to level it up for the better ranks, but with what we have, we can give them a first rank up as well as buy them any of the skills we might want. So for instance, a level up for Smite gives extra accuracy and greater damage versus Unholy. Also a little crit chance. But let's take a look at where we might be going. We now have other areas to look at, such as the wheel, and obviously more ruins. But let's see about trinkets. Plague Doctor, accuracy up. Don't care about that. Worry Stone, less stress. That's pretty good. Don't really care about that. We cannot really do this. Like, interesting item, but can't really do that. So it's either the Worry Stone or the Plague Doctor item. Honestly, I'd be up to do either, really. I think the Worry Stone because it gives us more options. And we're gonna try out some other people. Because these two are just whacking out, kind of. Our Vesely should be good. Hatchet is not great, but at least she does not have any negatives for going to the ruins. And then we probably want to do our Shield Breaker, and then either the Hellion or the Man-at-Arms. I'm leaning towards the Man-at-Arms because the Shield Breaker moves around a lot. That is a very bad perk. We'll have to remove that if we want to really keep her around. And that is not great, but it's not the worst. But we'll have to remove that because we cannot take her or necessarily have her doing something in town every single week. But yeah, all of her abilities require either moving forward or backwards. So it's a really interesting style. But this is probably what we're gonna do next time. So let's just grab them some of their other things. You pretty much would want to grab Judgment instead of the Illumination. Plague Doctor would want to grab the Stun for the back two lines. And we don't really need to do a heal when we already have our healer. You... Ooh, we want to do this because then he can be moving back and forth with his Shield Breaker and also Stun. And let's also grab that. I always like that. And yeah, those are the skills we'll grab. We will upgrade the Plague Grenade and the Disorienting Blast. And we'll upgrade the heals and the stun. honestly could do a bit more, but that is where we're going to leave it, and I will be with you next time for more Darkest Dungeon.